Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame and Cinnamon Sugar, and we are back with a thoughts post, I guess is what I'll call it. So let me go ahead and cut to the quick. So, like maybe 6, 7 hours ago, as soon as it was posted, I saw this video that has been making its rounds now. That there was this pastor who sat up there and hawked spit in his hand several times, rubbed it together, and proceeded to put it on somebody's face. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looked like right now. I'll be right back with my little bit of commentary on it.
Changing something and you don't see it clearly yet, but you hear. And this is where most people would not face Jesus anymore. What most people would do is turn away. What I'm telling you is just as he's physically standing here, knowing what's coming, God's saying, can you physically and spiritually and emotionally be able to stand when getting the vision or receiving it might get nasty? I'm going to say it in a point just like that. Receiving vision from God might get nasty. You mean, God, I just bought, in crazy faith, I just bought my dream car. And now you're going to ask me to sell it back and ride in the hoopty again? Yeah, because the vision I'm about to give you, it might get nasty. And do you hear and see the responses of the people? What I'm telling you is how you just reacted is how the people in your life will react when God is doing what it takes for the miracle. What are you saying? This man was blind, and what he was trying to do was...
So yeah, y'all see the foolishness. All I gotta say is, what we not finna do is sit up here and, what I'm not gonna do is sit up here and let you hawk spit in your hand on several occasions. Like, he did it one good time, had the nasty, disgusting noise along with it, the nasty sound effects, excuse me. Then after he felt like he had enough spit in his hand, proceeded to do this number. Then he was like, let me put it all on his face and all like this. And then he smeared all of it to the point where you saw a big, what they call, do they call it a loogie or what? I don't know. Anyway, he had a big old blob of spit right there. What you not finna do is that, to me. He had the right one. Because if it had been me, it would have been some flower singing. It would have been flower singing. It would have been flower singing, slow singing. It would have been black dresses worn. Don't nobody have time. What you not finna do is try me like that. That's what you not finna do. It would have been slow singing and flower bringing. That is all. That's it. That's all. You was going to go to hell and I was going to go to jail. Everybody get the bail money ready because he done lost his mind apparently. I told everybody, if this had been me, if he had did this to me, I would have blacked out and he would have got these hands. That's all it was going to be. That's one of the most disrespectful things a person can do, is to have their spit put on somebody else. If somebody ever spat on me, I know I'm blacking out. I know I'm blacking out. Whatever happened after that, oh well. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. You have lost your entire mind if you think you're going to spit, put your spit on me. Like, it wasn't even the fact that he spat on him. He huffed up the spit, a whole lot of it, into the palm of his hand. Then did it like this, and just made sure he got it all of it, just anything that might have been congealed, because he might have a cold or something. Let's get all that together. All of it is cold and flu season. You done lost your mind. It is cold and flu season. Whether you believe COVID exists or not, all that's going on. On top of the fact that it's cold and flu season. You might be asymptomatic and you over here spreading all of your nastiness on this person's face. You have lost your entire mind. You had a good one, because if it had been me, you would have been backhand, stomped a mud hole into all of that. All of it. I don't care if I'm supposed to be a Christian or whatever. I don't care. Yes, I am a Christian. But at the same time, you don't try people. You don't try people. That's where a lot of people get it messed up. They think that because people are of a certain denomination, or because they believe in the Lord or whatever, because they believe in a higher power, that they can be ran over and tried. I'm sorry, you have that all the way wrong, because that's the problem with some of the people, like that man who was standing up there. They are part of that group of people who are sheep. They will allow a pastor to go as far as they want to go with them, but it ain't finna be me. Lies. What you not finna do is try me like that. Y'all know I got the raspberry tea on deck. Excuse me, I had to take me a couple of sips, because I feel like I'm gonna lose my voice, because it's just been so much stupidity going on. Why are you adding to that? To me, I feel like stuff like this, stunts like this, are millions of one of this is really, y'all see I'm over here stuttering. I'm getting very frustrated. This is one of the millions. And I mean, in all honesty, I don't even think I'm over exaggerating by saying millions. This is one of the millions of reasons why people do not fool with church folk. They always see some stupid going on. They always see some ignorant going on. If it ain't a sex scandal, it's something outrageous going on off in the church. You know what I'm saying? There are already people who feel like, as far as Christianity and all that stuff is concerned, Judaism and all that, they're like, oh, this is fake. God doesn't exist. Jesus doesn't exist, because the letter J wasn't created until after a certain amount of time. But y'all say that Jesus existed during this time frame or whatever, and all of that. And I'm like, I hear y'all, but at the same time, whether you believe that God or a higher power is a male, female, has no gender or whatever, you can also stand to gain that there is a possibility that there is a higher power, and you should know that there is somebody that it's in the Bible that the person went by many names. There are so many names that I know I ain't never heard all of them, because it's in so many different languages as well. A whole lot of different languages. A lot of people feel like black people in general are sheep, because we shouldn't believe in Christianity, and that was a religion given to us by our slave masters and all of that. I hear y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm that type of person. I will look into stuff. I've looked into stuff. I've read stuff on Lilith, all kinds of stuff. Like I am into seeing what other people's religions and stuff consist of, to see if it's something that aligns with what I grew up learning, because my denomination is African Methodist Episcopal Zion. Okay. And, I attended a whole lot of Baptist churches. I've attended holiness churches here in Virginia. I had never been to a holiness church until I came here. To me, it's pretty much the same, except they seem to like stand a whole lot more than we do. Like, we stand a lot. But they stand a whole lot. Like they do. I'm like, woo, chop tied now. Tied. But yeah, y'all. You can believe what you want to believe, whether you believe that God, Jesus, whatever name that he or she goes by in your book, whether you believe that they exist or not, whether you believe a higher power exists or not, that's up to you. It is what it is. But as for me and my house, I believe. I'm not perfect. I ain't never trying to make it seem like I'm perfect. I'm not trying to make it seem like I be over here living life the way I'm supposed to live. In the New Testament, the Old Testament, any of that. I try my best. And I definitely fall short. It is what it is. But what we not finna do is sit up here and think you gonna put your spit on me. Child, when I was a child, literally when I was a child, I couldn't even stand for blood relatives to do like this on me. I couldn't even stand that. I couldn't even stand that. And it's not like their hand was soaking wet with spit. I couldn't even stand that. Like I was that type of child. I couldn't stand stuff like that. My mama would want to share like a drink or something with me sometimes. Like if I wanted a sip or something until I got home, I would take the straw out. I would wipe off the area where she had drank from, all of that. I have always been like that. Like, that's why when everything happened with this virus, everybody else was new to all of the different sprays and the wipes and all of that stuff. I've always been like that. As soon as somebody cough, sneeze, whatever, I don't care if it's cold or flu season. I don't care if you have allergies. You're getting sprayed. Because I have been very rarely sick in my entire life. I don't play that. I ain't never played that. So it just is what it is, y'all. Excuse me. So I'm just saying, people be really out here trying it. It's too much going on in the world for you to think that you finna sit up here, hawk spit in your hand, and put it on me. You'd have lost your entire mind. That man better than me. He really sat up there. Like, even the people in the audience, the people in the congregation was like, oh, wow. But they sat there, though. Child, please. I would have been that one that did just like this and tiptoed out the door. I ain't coming back. You done lost your entire mind. Goodbye. You have lost your mind. Don't call me. Don't ask me where I been. I'm not a part of y'all no more. Send my letter to another church if I'm even going to do that. Goodbye. You done lost your mind. A man lost his entire mind. You lost your mind. You done lost your mind. Thinking that you gonna put your spit on me. I don't know if he was trying to recreate something that I think was in the Bible where somebody, I don't even remember if it was God. It might have been God where he spat in clay or something, made a clay out of something. My thing is this: if you are not him, if you are not God, if you are not Jesus, if you are not somebody that is of a higher power, meaning somebody who is not man, if you are not the higher power itself, you ain't putting your spit on me. That's the only way it's gonna get on me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't nobody. I can't touch the hem of your garment and be made whole. Therefore, you not finna put your spit on me and think you finna do something and demonstrate nothing to the congregation. Lies and deception. Child, please. That man that lost his mind. You ain't finna spit on me. You ain't finna put your spit on me. You're not going to put your feces on me. You're not going to do any of that. Now, I know that there are people who do stuff in other cultures and all of that. Y'all do what y'all do. It ain't finna be me. This is some foolishness. This was a stunt. He done lost his mind. But in all honesty, it would not surprise me if it goes up to a bishop or whatever, and whoever his bishop is sees it, and they let it go right on along. It would not surprise me. There have been things that I have told y'all about that have happened with my own pastor. The pastor of the church that I attend. I don't even want to say he's my pastor, but yeah, it is what it is. Straight up foolishness. Should have been kicked out. No longer allowed to preach. But where he at? Still in the pulpit. A lot of foolishness be going down in the church. My thing is, you ain't gonna get me. I ain't going. You want some foolishness? You can hang it up flat screen. You ain't gonna have nothing to do with me. I'm good where I'm at. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna go inside of a building that is considered to be a church anymore. It's because too much stuff be going on as it is. People don't want to adhere to the rules of social distancing and all that as it is. And that's one of the highest breeding grounds of everything. And the stuff won't settle down. Like, No, ma'am. You have lost your mind. You done lost your mind. You done lost your mind. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for letting me vent a little bit, because this was some straight up foolishness. You done lost your entire mind. Think you finna put your spit on me. Ain't nobody finna never sit up here and think that I'm gonna allow you to put your spit on me. You ain't even blood related to me. You done lost your entire mind. Anyway, y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know, had y'all seen this before I posted this? If you did see it, and even after seeing it now, what are your thoughts on this? Would you allow this to happen if you felt like you were going to get blessed, or some healing was going to happen for you? All of that, all of these things that a lot of these false prophets, because I really feel like he's a false prophet, will tell you. Because most of the people, especially if you read the Bible, you know that most of these people are the Antichrist. Most of these people are false prophets. Most of them. In my life, I really feel as though I have only encountered 2 or 3 real ministers who really were called to preach, serve, and lead the people, who were not caught up in some foolishness, who were not doing it for the money, all of that. There are so many people that a lot of these people go to these mega church. Almost, if not all of these mega church pastors are trash, and they know that it's all about money. The church is a business. They already know it's about money. They already know that. The banks, everybody else recognize churches as a business, as financial business.